Hello, friends. There is this news that is circulating about Sanju Samson's father blaming three former captains and the head coach Rahul Dravid for spoiling his son's 10 years of international cricket. He says, according to a report and the video, though it is not confirmed, the video says in Malayalam that the father was saying about Dhoni ji, Kohli ji, and Rohit ji, and Dravid, spoiling Sanju Samson's 10 years of international cricket career. Well, if you actually look at it, there has not been any cricketer who has got umpteen chances like Sanju Samson has got. And for all the talent that he has, all the beautiful shots that he plays, he can be a delight to watch, like we saw in the one dayer against Bangladesh, followed it, rather T20 against Bangladesh, followed it with yet another beautiful century in Durban in the first T20 of this current series, which is standing at 2-1 India leading the series. Sanju Samson has been very inconsistent. Yes, he is a beautiful, talented, delightful player who can dominate the bowling. We have seen him dominate the bowling, but then he has to be consistent, that he has not been. There is no point in anyone blaming Kohli ruined his career, or Dhoni ruined his career, or Sharma ruining his career, or Rahul Dravid. It is Samson himself who has to be blamed. I have seen him, followed his career. I loved him when he batted well. I hated him when he threw away his wicket. I very well remember that he, in a match in Pune, the first ball he faced, and he had enough time, enough balls, enough overs in that particular match, and he was batting at the top of the order. He went for a six off the very first ball he faced. Okay, fine, that is his intent, that is his style. He likes to dominate. But then, you cannot be going for a six every ball he faces. Every ball you face. That's what he did. First ball he hit a six. Second ball, you cannot take the bowler for granted. The bowler is there to take your wicket, and he is also not any fool to be bowling the same delivery for you to be going for the same shot. And in that process, what happened was Sanju Samson threw away his wicket. He went for a similar stroke, was caught in the deep, and he had to go back to the pavilion. So there was a lost opportunity for him to score and stake his claim. Still, he was given enough chances. I very well remember before the World Cup, T20 World Cup in Australia in 2022, in the build-up tournaments to that, Rohit Sharma was telling us that he wanted Sanju Samson in the team for Australia for the T20 World Cup in 2022. He said that the grounds in Australia, the pitch conditions suited Sanju Samson's style of batting, and especially his pull shots with some of the smaller square boundaries. He was an ideal batsman that he would have loved to take him to Australia. But then Samson had to be blamed himself. He did not show consistency, and you cannot be selecting somebody who is as inconsistent as Sanju Samson. Well, we all praised him when he scored that beautiful 100 back-to-back T20 hundreds, the first Indian to do so. He is that kind of a batsman who can dominate, who can put to shreds the opposition attack, whatever the quality is. We have seen him do that in IPL for Rajasthan Royals. He is a class player, no doubt. But then, you have to be consistent to be cementing your place in the Indian side. I always maintained that Sanju Samson if he had been consistent, he would have been where Rohit Sharma or Virat Kohli are today, a permanent member of the Indian team across all formats. But then, if you look at his records, consistency has been something that was never associated with Sanju Samson. Many consider that he has been lucky to have been given so many chances. Yes, but then age is also catching up with him. Hopefully, he will come out of the two consecutive ducks and score well in the fourth T20 international to be played on November 15. Well, see that this is what I'm talking about: consistency or inconsistency that is associated with Sanju Samson. You score a beautiful 100 in Durban and follow it with two first over ducks back to back. We saw that in Gabarha and the third T20 in Centurion last night. Well, he may have got good deliveries, but then you are a senior player playing enough to be consistent, showing consistency and playing to the merit of the ball. Yeah, yesterday, the third T20 international, I agree that the ball kept a little low and it was a good delivery from Marco Janssen that he lost his leg stump. But then, you have been playing for so long, so many years, and you should be judging the line and length of the bowler. Of course, there is nobody who is a run machine. People do fail, but then you cannot be failing as consistently as Sanju Samson has. And for his father to be saying that it is not fair to be blaming any of the former captains for Sanju Samson not being given enough chances. That is my take. I welcome your views, your opinion. Having said all this, I still love Sanju Samson's batting. He can be a destroyer of the bowling attack. He has been. But then he has to also take blame upon himself for not being so very consistent. That is my take on this whole Sanju Samson episode. Hopefully, he comes out of this poor form. I won't say form, but then it is just one delivery that got him clean bowled yesterday by Marco Janssen. Hopefully, he watches the line of the ball, plays it according to its merit, and dominate like he did in Hyderabad and Durban not long ago. So it is not that Sanju Samson cannot. He can, but then that consistency is something that is missing. Hopefully, we see him score more consistently and prove everyone wrong and cement his place in the white ball format of the Indian cricket team.